ॐ सहनाववतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीं अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि। भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। My namaskar to all who are attending this class through this YouTube medium. First of all, I convey my best wishes to you on account of Vijayadashmi, Shubha Vijaya, and forthcoming Diwali. Hope you are all healthy, safe, and at home. Last class, the last week, there couldn't have been a class because of Durga Puja. Before to this last week, in the last class, we had commenced this fourth chapter, and I made some initial comments, and we went through about 10 shlokas, the initial first 10 shlokas of this fourth chapter. So, the most remarkable verse among these 10 shlokas is the sixth verse, where responding to the question of Arjuna, Bhagavan had said, when Arjuna had cited a doubt that how could you be teaching this path, this yoga, from the beginning of the time, because you have the recent birth compared to the origination of the creation. So how could you be teaching? So it is very clear that he is referring to the person who is born to Devaki. He is referring to that person. But Krishna is not referring to that person, to that body which is born as a son of Devaki and Vasudeva. So Krishna reveals here as a God, he reveals his nature, true nature here. And this verse itself is a great harmony of these three important views on Vedanta, that is dualism, qualified non-dualism, and monism. So dualism, that is Dvaitavada, then Vishishta Dvaitavada and Advaitavada. Sri Ramakrishna was a great prophet of harmony, and there couldn't be any better verse as compared to this. So this sixth verse, where he clearly says that from this all three perspective, like from the perspective of Advaita Vedanta, Ajopi San Avyaya Atma, that he is Avyaya Atma, Ajopi, which is not born, that means which cannot die, which is always present, which is eternal, which cannot be made components of, which cannot be divided, Avyaya, because it is one without a second. That the Brahman of the Advaita Vedantis. I am that, Ajopi San Avyayatma. Then he says, Bhutanam Ishwaropi San. Bhutanam Ishwara. The Ishwara, like in 18th chapter, Bhagavan will say, Ishwara Sarva Bhutanam Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati Brahmayan Sarva Bhutani Yantra Rodhani Mayaya. In the 18th chapter, this verse will come. So what does it say? That Ishvara is sitting in the heart of all beings. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam, not only men or certain kind of men, women, children, not only human beings, but all beings. All beings. Didn't say even sentient or insentient. Didn't say that even. All beings, whatever come and has come into existence, to its heart, there is a seat where Ishvara resides. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. So that Ishvara, so qualified non-dualistic, the believer of the Vishishtadvaitavada, Vishishtadvaitins, they believe Ishvara as Saguna Nirakara. He is Ananta, he is Nirakara, but he is not without qualities. He has qualities, Saguna Nirakara. He does actions. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. He is called as Ishvara. So, for them, the universe is real. Creation is real. Unlike the Advaitavadins. So, which is the Parabrahma of the Advaitavadins? Ajopi San Avyayatma is also the Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. And again he says, Prakrutim Swam Adhishthaya. Swam Prakrutim. That my Prakriti, Adhishthaya, ruling by it, presiding over it, Swam Adhishthaya. Prakrutim Swam Adhishthaya. Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. Making through my Maya, I Sambhavami, I take birth. Like he has taken birth from the womb of Mother Devaki. Sambhavami. That he is born of his own free will. He is not taking birth bound by his prarabdha, like every one of us do. He is Ishvara. He is that Parabrahma. And there is no verse as compared to this, where succinctly in single verse, this all three aspects of Vedanta may have been harmonized, and in such unambiguous terms that all three are one. I am that Parabrahman, I am that Ishvara who is also take birth through Maya. So very significant verse, this verse 6th. As I said in the last class, that in this 4th chapter we find the seeds of the Bhakti Yoga laid. And here, talking about his birth, he has cited his reasons that what is the condition? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata, etc. And the purpose? Paritranaya sadhunam, ityadi. So, and then he says, the 9th verse, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vetti tatvatha. So what is that tatvatha? So the one who knows my actions, my birth, that my life and my action as divine, Evam yo vetti tatvata. What is that tatvata? Tatvata in its true sense, in its true reality. What is that true reality? The which is one in the sixth verse described. What is that tattva? Tattvataha. By tattva, by principle, from the highest standpoint of view, that is ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam, that he is that principle, he is the Brahman, he is the Ishvara, and he is again taking birth through the Maya. Sambhavami atma mayaya, that my Maya, he is Mayadhish, he is not Mayadhina. So, thus one who knows him in this way, so what will happen to him? That the one who sees his life, whether one who is born in his times or at whatsoever time after his living that body. So one who sees Ishvara Avatara as his life and his actions, his karma, divine, through this perspective that it is the one Brahman, which is same also as the Ishvara, who also has taken birth as certain such and such person. The person who knows me in this way, what will be the course for him? That tyaktva deham, after giving up this body, punarjanmana eti, that he will not born again, that he will reach to enlightenment. He will be freed from this vicious circle of karma and karma phala. And where he will go? Mam eti, so Arjuna. He will reach to me. Who me? That ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishwaropi san. To that principle, to that Brahman, to that Ishvara, he will reach to him. So this is the ninth verse. And he says that, he reiterates that it is not like that, it is not an empty promise. What happens? He says that many have done so before. Vitaraga bhaya krodha manmaya mama upashritaha bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhava agataha. That giving up raga, that is attachment, this carnal attachment to life, the pleasures of life. So also bhaya, the aversion, which is not pleasurable, which is uncomfortable, which cannot be bettered. So he want to run away from it. He fears it. Bhaya. And krodha, which falls within the boundary of retaliation or taking some action. He feels krodha. If that unfavorable condition is too unsurmountable, he will feel bhaya. He cannot have krodha upon it, because it is way beyond his reach to make any changes in the situation so that it would be comfortable, it would be soothing, it would be making him happy. So bhaya and krodha, two negative reactions. Raga is the positive reaction to certain aspects of life, of the world. So he feels raga, bhaya and krodha. The one person who seeks world, its pleasures, longevity of the body, the comfort of the body, he will be attached to the word asakta, vishaya asakta. He will naturally have these kinds of reactions, raga, bhaya and krodha. The one who has given up this false hope of finding happiness into the world, known the truth through the scriptures from the mouth of the realized people, from sadhu sangha, if he has understood that, then he has given up that hope. Then he will try to be rid of, his mind will be freed of this raga, bhaya and krodha. Such person, vita raga, bhaya, krodha. Vita means gata, gone past of that. Of what? Of raga, that is attachment, fear and anger. these three primary reactions to the dualities of this world. The person who does not seek world and seek enlightenment, does not seek entertainment, but seek enlightenment, seek truth, do not want to enjoy furthermore through this body and senses, want to realize, want to go to his true home. Like that song where it is said, sung by Swamiji, Mana chalo nija niketane. Mana chalo nija niketane. Nija niketana. My own home. What is my own home? It is not referring to the one house where which has some so and so address. It does not mean that. It is the true home is yourself, the true nature from which you have strayed along, and now you have here, and now you have realized that this is not your true home, and you have no more interest in pursuing the objectives of the world, and you want to go back home. Mana chalo nija niketane. That nija niketan. So such person who does not seek world, he will be slowly attain this state of vitaraga bhaya krodha, that gone past of attachment, fear and anger. And what does he do? He is not like a stone, he does not feel emotion. It is sublimation of these natural emotional reactions. He has turned all this emotional force which is going outward in reacting to the different situations of the world, of the life, inward. And how manmaya, man here is me, and maya, that he is constantly, he has become full of God. Mam upashritaha, that he is continuously, by worshipping him, by doing his upasana, by pursuing him within his own heart, upashritaha, has taken absolute surrender and shelter in God, has become full of God. Manmaya, mam upashritaha. To such person, these are the obverse and reverse of the same coin. Within him, he is completely surrendered, has taken absolute shelter in God, and God alone, has become full of God. And how this person will be outside in the world? Vitaraga bhaya krodha. In outside world, he is a vitaraga bhaya krodha, and inside, within him, he is a manmaya. He is full of God. And he says, Bahavo, so many people. This is not that one chance example, one stray exception. It is not. Bahavo, jnana tapasa. That pursuing this knowledge, through the tapas of this knowledge, through the pursuit of this knowledge, jnana tapasa, Puta, they have become purified through this jnana tapas, that constantly they have pursued this knowledge, that this is unreal, and in the pursuit of real, they have become purified. Puta madbhavam agataha. In the at the end of the 5th chapter, there is this verse. In the in this 4th chapter itself, in the 37th verse, Yathaidhansi samidhogni bhasmasat kurute Arjuna, Jnanagni dagdha karmani, Jnanagni sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. What does it say? As blazing fire reduces wood into ashes, Yathaidhansi samidha agni bhasmasat kurute Arjuna. That edhansi means wood, that is indhana, edhansi. Yatha edhansi samidha, that blazing fire, samidha agnihi, bhasmasat kurute. Hey Arjuna, in the similar way, as fire, the roaring fire, turn the wood into ashes, so the fire in the form of jnana, in the form of knowledge, that true knowledge, jnana agni, sarva karmani, because karma is happening all the time and it is impossible to escape from its vicious cycle. Karma, karma phala, and karma, karma phala. That while enjoying karma phala, also it is creating sanskara which is pushing you towards again karma. So it is impossible. So only jnana, true knowledge, knowledge of that one undivided reality, which is infinite, the true nature of the being and of this world. So that knowledge alone can burn to ashes all this karma along with its seeds, karma phala, sanskara and phala and karma. Nothing will be left. Jnanagni sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. So such is the power of true realization, such is the power of true knowledge, that alone is liberating. This is how a man gets liberated, when he establishes himself into that knowledge, the first hand knowledge. It is not the knowledge drawn from the books, it is not knowledge which is heard from someone, it is not knowledge which you have come to the conclusion of by a rigorous uh, argument or intellectual ratiocination. It is not conclusion, it is not even belief or conviction that what you believe. No, true knowledge resides still beyond that, still beyond that. And that knowledge alone can burn to ashes all your karma with its phala and seeds of sanskaras. In this same chapter, the next following verse, immediately it is said, Nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitram iha vidyate. There is nothing as parallel to knowledge in purity here on this earth. So this is the meaning of the jnana tapasa. So through this jnana tapasa, many have become purified and madbhavam agataha, that they have reached to my bhava, to my being, to myself. They have become me. So here I read this thing first time in Swami Vivekananda's literature only. God realization means it is not that you see God, you get God. The meaning of God realization is you become God. Here being and becoming become once, become one, in the language of Swami Ranganathananda. In our spiritual life, in our internal life, here only, here becoming something means being that. Here knowledge is becoming. Knowledge is being that. In outer world, having knowledge of physics, having knowledge of geography, having knowledge of certain other aspect of the world, it is not becoming that. But in the internal world, having knowledge of Atman is becoming Atman. It is not that you possess the knowledge of Atman. Having got the knowledge of Atman means you being the Atman. You become the Atman. And all else is dropped. So this is the first hand aparoksha anubhuti, first hand knowledge, without any intermediary. Intermediary like antakarana. All our knowledge is gotten through senses and antakarana, sanskara, chitta, buddhi, mana and ahankara. This is how we get the knowledge. But without this intermediary, the first hand knowledge becoming aware of our own awareness, become conscious of consciousness, becoming one with the consciousness. Bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavam agataha. So he said that one, the person who knows me in this way. In what way? Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishwaropi san. That though I am the avyaya inscrutable Atman, undivisible Atman, never born, infinite, ever existent, and also though I am being the Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam, the Lord of all beings, I am presiding over my Prakriti, Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. Through my own Maya, I take birth, Sambhavami. So, with the help of this knowledge, having this knowledge, many people have become purified through this Jnana Tapasa, and they have reached me. Now, the next verse, the 11th verse, is also very interesting, and few parallels we see of such verse in forget about in other religions, in our own literature, in our own religious literature, you will very few times you will find such kinds of expressions. So what did it is said here? Swami Vivekananda also quoted this verse in his Chicago addresses. The verse is E yatha mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushyaha partha sarvashah. So it is said, E yatha mam prapadyante, whosoever worships me, prapadyante, worships me in whatsoever way, ye yathamam, in whatsoever way, tan tathaiva bhajamyaham. Bhajami, it means I make them happy in that way. One we may try to please something who is superior, mightier. There also bhajami, this verb can be used. It is also said here by Bhagavan in other way, that I make them happy, I grant them whatsoever. Anugruhnami, this is the word Shankaracharya has used. E yathamam prapadyante tan tathaiva, in the same way, whosoever seeks me in whatsoever way, I grant him, I make him happy in the same way. Mama vartmanu vartante manushyaha partha sarvasha, that manushyaha, the humankind, he Parth, sarvasha, in all ways, they are anuvartante, they are following my vartma. Now, my vartma, my path, it is not here, it is not that the way I have gone, they are following me in that way. It is not in that sense, that my path. That they are seeking me in through all their efforts. In whatsoever they are worshipping, whosoever, they are seeking me alone. Swami Vivekananda said this, and again, I have not found a similar kind of statement elsewhere, that man consciously or unconsciously is seeking that God alone. This is a very great and bold statement, that whosoever is doing, it is not only the religious or spiritual people who are worshipping different gods. No. Whosoever and whatsoever he might be doing, he is seeking God alone. This is a great statement. So much chaos, so much wrongdoing, so much horrible things we see are happening. Can we see them, or can we term them they are seeking God? Swami Vivekananda said so, yes. Swami Vivekananda said so. Consciously or unconsciously, this unconsciously word is very important. Consciously, one who is aware of what he is doing and he is seeking God, he is conscious of that. Unconsciously, he is not conscious of that he is seeking God and he is undertaking such actions. So this is a great statement. Great idea to ponder over, that whosoever is doing whatsoever, that he is seeking God. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyaham. Mama vartmanu vartante manushyaha partha sarvasha. That in all their endeavors, they are seeking me alone. Very great idea. You may not be aware that you are seeking God or what you are seeking. That's what Vedanta says. That we are given citing the example of that musk deer, that beautiful aroma, that intoxicating, inebriating that aroma which is arousing from its own navel, and it is maddening that deer, and in its search from where it is oozing out, it is running all over the forest, not finding its source, and all the same, that source, he has been the source of it. From its own navel, it has been oozing out. And he had been running after it in this whole forest. Similar is the state of the man. He is seeking that Satchidananda, Satchit Ananda, that bliss, that consciousness, that existence, and seeking it through this body and senses and into this world. And he is never going to come to the rest, because his search is, his thirst is for infinite. This world is finite. Finite can never quench the thirst for infinite. You are going to get bored, but you are not going, your thirst is going to be there forever. And only it can be quenched when you will find that infinite, and that infinite lies within your own heart. So, you are seeking that Satchidananda all the while, all the same, through different objects outside, through the body, into this world. You are seeking that Satchidananda. You are making the effort to reach to that. How you are short or how you are compromised, how you are faulty your efforts might be. Ye yathamam prapadyante. In whatsoever form. God knows you are seeking Him. Tans tathaiva bhajamyam. He tried to make you happy. This is another big idea to ponder over. If you seek Him in the world, He is going to make you happy. And you are again going to pursue it in the world alone. When will you realize? So, unless if something goes on working, you believe into that idea that it is great, good to follow, good to repeat, extend. But when something goes wrong, when something fails, then only you think and ponder whether am I right or whether I am doing it right. So, you seek Him into the world in the form of wealth, name, success, or whatsoever it may be. Tans tathaiva bhajamyam. You seek that, you seek the world, and He is going to make you happy. And this is all the more dangerous. Sri Ramakrishna cites very nice example that as long as child is happy, that mother has given her something, a lollipop, a child is sucking on it. As long as child is happy with it, happy with its toys, mother does not pay attention to him. When he gives up those toys and start crying and does not stop, then whatever mother is doing, she has to give up her work and pay attention to the child. So, you seek Him in the world and He is going to make you happy. He is going to grant you that. But through the experiences of success and failure, if you are wise, you are a discriminating person, then you have to take the decision and to seek Him in its real form, in its true reality, tattvataha. And then only there is the yes, and that is not also not something is going to be easy. Nothing is going to be easy, neither world outside or inside. How much you seek it, you have to prove that. Can you give it up really, truly? And then only you can expect that tans tathaiva bhajamyaham. You seek that with all your soul, with all your heart, and show your determination, live that idea. As Ramakrishna used to say, that bhaver ghare churina, that no theft in the chamber of the heart, no duplicity, no hypocrisy. Be true to yourself, know yourself, remain honest, progress. You have known that this is the path, start slowly progressing towards it. When your renunciation will be complete, when your non-attachment will be complete, you will have God. You are slowly transforming into God as long as you are giving up the world. You are slowly becoming Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha. That non-attachment is becoming your person. So also Manmaya Mamupashrita, your shelter, your surrender to God is maturing. You are slowly God is coming into you, into your being. Slowly interest into the world, that non-interested work, disinterested work you are able to do with non-attachment. And this is the case of the conscious person, the person who is seeking deliberately the true bliss, the true Satchidananda, which the ignorant person is seeking into the world, in the Vishaya. So, these both kind of person, ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvasha. In all ways, men are seeking me and me alone. Then so here in the 12th verse, this is also very important verse. So naturally, now whatever way you worship him, and he is also going to grant you. But it doesn't doesn't appear like that. Whatsoever I wish, that idea I don't get it in such a way. That oh God, may I be the somebody so and so. So it is not that lamp of Aladdin. So to fulfill your wish, it doesn't look like that. It isn't like that. Yes, you will get that, but through your course of actions only. He will not interfere into that. So there is one verse. It says, and I like that verse very much. Means I do not say such a bold statement anywhere, even in Hindu literature. So it says, na kartrutvam na karmani, na kartrutvam na karmani, lokasya srujati prabhu, na karma phala sanyogam swabhavastu pravartate. Very grand statement, very bold statement from scriptures, from a God, from a person who is saying that I am incarnate God, I am that avyaya atma, aja avyaya atma, I am bhutanam ishvara, I am that who is born of atma mayaya, sambhavami atma maya. And such person, when he is saying that na kartrutvam na karmani, lokasya, no, neither his action, karmani, here as a the product, the noun, the karmani, and here kartrutvam, he is uh, that the will behind that volition behind the actions, that which makes him the doer of the actions, not his doership of the action. Kartrutvam, the karmani, lokasya. I do not create that. Lokasya surjite. Lokasya for people. I do not create that. The Prabhu, that Sarva Vidyaman, that Brahman, Atma, Ishvara, he does not create that. Neither his doership nor his actions. Nor also karma phala sanyoga of karma and phala. Even I don't even do that. And what does he say? So how this is happening? Swabhavastu pravartate. This is all swabhava prakriti. This idea comes many times in third chapter also. Guna guneshu vartante iti matvana sajjate. This idea comes. So this is the ultimate reality. That it is that one light, one energy. In whatever form you seek in the form of a heat, you seek in the form of a light, you seek in the form of a motion, you will get that. Tans tathaiva bhajamyaham. He is impartial into it. He is impartial into it. He is not exercising any will. He is that I am the sun who is bestowing its light on everybody without any partiality. It is the order of the things. That it is not the will of it. Very important. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyaham. That it is not the one person who is saying that I will make you happy. That you are seeking that Satchidananda, that principle, it is more true from the point of view of a principle rather than a person. This is the important aspect in this 11th chapter. In the 11th verse. We have to conclude here. It's 6:15 because evening Aarti time is coming up. From next week onward, we will meet at 5:15 p.m. Our class will be at 5:15 p.m. next Sunday. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.